Alright, here we are at the bottom of page 3. We're in 4.2, page 3b for the videos. And now we're going to write an equation for each graph. So what we were doing up above is they were giving us the equation, and we had to come up with the graph, and they ended up being all horizontal and vertical. Now they're going to show us the graph, and then we turn around and write the equation. And notice, again, we're sticking here with all vertical, all horizontal and vertical. You'll get to the point where you can do any line and come up with the equation just like that. That's our goal, to be able to go backwards and forwards from the graph to the equation, from the equation to the graph, and be very efficient about it and accurate. But for right now, we're just going to start that process with horizontal and vertical. Okay? You have a choice here. You can memorize which one's horizontal and which one's vertical, which one has a y and which one has an x. Or you can logically think it through and understand why the equation goes with a particular type of line. Okay, so here's the y behind it. This is a horizontal line, meaning it runs across the horizon. Looks like it could have a sunset attached to it or a sunrise, so it runs left to right. This is a horizontal line. If you look at the intercept, this is crossing at 0, -5. The number value of the intercept is going to tell you what the equation is, okay? And it's in the y spot. That means no matter what we pick for our x value, it doesn't matter what we pick, we will always get a y value of -5. Convince yourself. Go to any spot on this line and write the coordinates of that point. This is -3, -5. Let's pick a point out here. We'll go a little bit extended here. This is the point +6, -5. No matter where you go on this line, the y value is always -5. So that's how we write the equation. The equation is going to say to us the y value is always -5. The y value, or the y coordinate, is always -5. That equation is y equals -5. That's the equation for this horizontal line. Now here's a vertical line. We have a vertical line. It crosses at the point 3.5, 0, or 3.5, 0. That x coordinate is going to be the same no matter where you land on the line. That's what a vertical line does. It has all the same x values no matter what your y is. And go ahead and test it for yourself. And this is how you can remind yourself every time if you forget that horizontal is y equals a number. Vertical is x equals a number. Okay? Horizontal equation is y equals a number. Vertical equation is going to be just the opposite of that. A vertical equation is x equal to a number. What if you forget that on a test? Okay, well, identify a point. Crosses at 3.50. Then identify another point. Here's the point 3.5, 2. Identify another point. Here's the point 3.5, -5. What do they all have in common? They all have an x value of 3.5. So in the equation that we want the equation to tell us that the x value is always 3.5. How would we do that? We would say x is 3.5. There's your equation of the vertical line. And a vertical equation is always x equal to some number. A horizontal equation is always y equal to some number. And here's a memory hint. Use this if you want. Or strictly memorize horizontal y, vertical x. Or use what we just did. Convince yourself using specific number examples. Find points on the line, write out their coordinates, and notice what's the same every time on a vertical. It's the x value. What's the same every time on a horizontal line? It's the y value. Okay? Here's the memory hint though. H for horizontal. If you take that H and kind of turn it upside down, it's a Y. Upside down. Sorry, I didn't write that very good. It's an upside down H. So horizontal is Y equals some number. You can do the same thing with vertical. It's not turned upside down really, but you can take that V and put it here and then turn it upside down with it, and you've got a regular and an upside down V gives you an X. So x is equal to some number. However you want to remember that. Okay, so that's just a little hint using the letters. H horizontal, turn that upside down, it's y equals a number. That will give you a horizontal line, has the equation y equals number. So the horizontal is a way to describe the graph. The y equals the number is the equation that goes with it. The vertical is a way to describe the graph. It's a straight up and down line. Horizontal goes left to right. And then over here, the x equals a number, that's the equation that creates that vertical line. Okay, so what if you have number 46? And I don't know if you can see it clearly on the video, but the line that's drawn here is going right on top of that y-axis. And it's showing a point, an intercept here through the origin. Okay. Well, do we give up and walk away and go, well, I'm not really sure what this is? No, we take what we know so far. This is a vertical line, and we can either use our hint that we take that v and match it up with an upside down v, and we get an x equal to some number. Okay, we just have to fill in what that number is. Or we start looking at all the points here and seeing what they have in common. So let's just pick some points here. Here's the point 0, 3, it's on the line. Here's the one they highlighted for us, the origin, 0, 0. Here's another point on the line, it's the point 0, negative 4. Identify enough of these until you see what they have in common, and what they all have is that they have 0 for x. So this is a vertical line with the equation x equals 0, because all the x values are 0. Or you just memorize that it's where it crosses, it's what the intercept is, and in this case it's the x value of 0. Okay, all the x's are 0 on a vertical line. Okay, let's move on to page 4.